Okay, everybody, we are recording. Thank you so much for getting on our Thursday night team Zoom. I know not everybody on the Zoom is on my team, but thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'm super excited to do this Zoom. I did a Zoom similar to this one about 2 years ago, right after I went Diamond. And you can find that one on my YouTube. It is a little bit different just based on the things that I've learned over the past couple of years. But it's also basically the same. So this Zoom is about organization, time management, and income producing activities, you guys. So if you have any questions as we go along, please feel free to drop it in the chat and hopefully I'll answer it over the course of the Zoom. And if not, then I'll answer questions at the end. Just to give you guys a little bit of background, my name is Hope Weston. I'm 24 years old. I'm a double diamond, going triple diamond this month. I've been in this business since September of 2015. I started my business in September of 2015 working 2 jobs, taking 3 classes, planning, producing, and orchestrating my wedding on a very, very small budget. So when you hear me talk about time management and you hear me talk about organization, please don't think I'm just somebody who sits at home all day. So nice for you to say, Hope, you got all the time in the world. Honey, I worked to have all the time in the world. Okay, I had at least 1 job until 2.5 years into my business. Okay, so and now I'm 28 weeks pregnant, so I'm tired and cranky most of the time anyways. Sin is clapping at me because she knows that pregnant mama life. So the reason that you're on the Zoom is because you want to make money. Correct or correct? Like, the reason you joined this team is because you're trying to make some income. And so you join the team, you get in the biz, you get put in like these chats, these pages, you get these emails, you start learning about these products, and it can be so overwhelming to like be like, okay, but like, how do I make the green? Like, how do I make a paycheck? And so if you're super red like me, if you don't know a lot about the color personalities, there's a few different tests you can take, but red personalities are money motivated people. And so we're the ones who are like, tell me how to make the money and like, I will go make it. And so that's me all the way. And so that's how I was when I got started too. And so you want to make money. How we make money in this business, it's literally as simple as this, guys. We talk to people. Okay, we talk to people. That is what this is, network marketing. You have to network, you have to market, and that is how you are going to make income. Now, a little bit easier said than done, right? You're thinking, okay, well, I got to talk to people, but how do I talk to people? How do I find people to talk to? How do I make time in my crazy busy life to find people and talk to people? So that's what the Zoom is all about, is how do you use social media, which 99% of the people on here are on my team or are on my Sideline Sisters teams, who we work from social media. We work from social media because social media makes it possible to have a crazy busy life, to not know very many people, and to still be able to talk to the amount of people that it takes to make money with this business. So how do we keep it authentic, you guys? How do we keep it real? How do we make sure that we're having these personal conversations with people that are about them? The answer that I'm going to give you guys, and this is going to be the first part of this Zoom, when we talk about income producing activities, what I mean by that is the actual actions that you're taking on a daily basis that are going to make you money. Everything else outside of these things that I'm about to list out for you will not make you money in this business, okay? I mean, there might be a couple of things like off of social media, like if you're trying to set up a table at an event, or if you're meeting up with somebody to give them samples of something, or there is a few other things, but this is what I like to call the core 4 and 2 more of building this business, okay? And I do have like a cute graphic that I made to go along with this that I will make sure gets shared in my team page and with the other leaders who have invited people on here, so you guys can have access to that as a reminder. But this is the part where you're going to want to start taking notes, okay? So the core 4 plus 2 more. So first we're going to go over the core 4. So these are the core 4 things that you're going to do in your business every single day that are going to produce income for you, okay? So the first thing is posting. And this is a little bit of a no-brainer. You get started in the biz, you know it's going to be a social media biz, you know you're going to have to post on your social media. There's like 1.5 million trainings about posting specifically. I know I have one on my YouTube. I know there's a bunch of other ones on our YouTube. If you're on Jade Hooper's team, we literally have like a posts for loyal customers page. So I'm not going to get into posting too much right now. But I am going to give you guys some tips for posting on a busy schedule once we get into the time management part of this. So the first part is posting. And that's posting on your pages, like on your Facebook, Instagram, and then it's also posting in your stories. So your Instagram story, your Facebook story, if you've got Snapchat, you want to be posting in your Snapchat story. And I think the other thing that is really important for me to mention in this first piece is that I'm not saying post it works all day long every single day, because guess what? People don't care about it. Like they don't, like they at the end of the day, they're like, yeah, cool coffee, like what up, like I don't care. What they need to see is you being present on social media every single day. That's the income producing part of posting, is here's who I am, here's why I show up every day, here's what's important to me, here's a funny meme, here's what I'm eating for dinner, also check these awesome results, also check this success story that I've got for you. And once again, like I said, there's like 1.5 million trainings on posting, but I don't want you guys to get off of here and think, okay, I need to post 75 times a day about it works specifically, because that's not the point of this income producing activity. So the second income producing activity, part of this core 4, is growing your audience. And once again, this is a little bit of a no-brainer, right? You get into the business, you understand that you're going to have to continue to expand your audience. This is why most of us picked a social media business, you guys, because most of us are not, if you're like me, I'm from a very, very small town. And so I already have more Instagram followers than live in my hometown, okay? Like, if we're being real. So there is more people on the internet for you to talk to, and there's more people every single day. Like, we are a global company. We are expanding into new countries all the time. We're literally opening in Mexico and the Philippines next month, okay? And then there's more people turning 18 every single day. And this is something that gets me hyped. If you guys want to feel hyped about where this business is going in the next year, 3 years, 5 years, you know, all these 16-year-olds that know how to work Instagram and Facebook like crazy good, and they're all going to be turning 18, and they're not going to want to take out outrageous student loans or like go work fast food jobs, but they're going to want to get in on, like, you want to make money from Instagram. Like, name me one 16-year-old that doesn't want to make money from Instagram. You get what I'm saying? So if you stick with this and you're consistent and you're present, like, you are never going to run out of people. And that's why we grow our audience every single day, friending people on Facebook, following people on Instagram. Even just when you're out and about, you guys, like, if you're out and about and you're talking to somebody and they're friendly, like, just say, hey, are you on Facebook? Like, we should be friends. That's not even a blitz. You don't even got to talk to them about the business. Like, just add them onto your Facebook so that you can grow your social media, so that you can be friends with them. You don't, like I said, you don't even have to talk to them about the business. So every day we're posting, we're growing our audience. And then the third income producing activity is that reach out. That reaching out, that message, and that interacting. And I put this all kind of in the same sphere because it's all kind of encompassing. So this is messaging somebody about a host to post, messaging somebody about the products, just messaging somebody to tell them, thanks for following me on Instagram. I think you seem super cool and I look forward to getting to know you. Reaching out to somebody about becoming a distributor. Reaching out to somebody because you saw that on their Facebook that they're having a hard time, and you want to just be a friend and reach out and say, hey, you know, I understand. I also struggle with XYZ, and I want you to know my inbox is always open. And then you have the interacting part, which is when you're commenting on people's posts, when you're commenting, when you're watching Instagram stories and you're responding back to people's Instagram stories, voting on people's polls, you know, things like that, interacting on people's posts. It's all part of the same income producing activity because it's all relationship building. It's all relationship building. And that one right there, that reach out, like, if there's one thing in this business that is going to make you the most money, it is the reach out and the interaction and the relationship building. Okay. And then you've got that's the 3. So the 4th one is the follow-up and the consistency. So the follow-up is following up, going back through and messaging the people that you've talked to already about trying the products, about doing the business. There's a million billion different trainings and things about how to follow up with people. My favorite follow-up is following up by asking them to make a post for me. So if you are talking to somebody about the coffee, if you're talking to somebody about the business, they're not sure, they're dragging their feet, go back and message them and say, hey girl, I didn't know if you had any more questions about the coffee. Also, I'm pushing for a big promotion in my business. Would you be up for making a post for me? I know on our team, we're doing like $100 cash giveaway. Most people have host to post giveaways going monthly. So I just ask them, just say, hey, you know, I know you were interested in the coffee. Even if you don't want to order right now, would you be up for helping me out with a post? It's a great follow-up message. It gives them an entry. It gives you a little something. It lets you expand your audience. And then consistency. And I put follow-up and consistency in the same one because I want you all to understand that making money in this business, we're in a residual income business. And most of us were not brought up with this idea of like doing something once and getting paid for it over and over and over again, right? Like most of us, you go to a job, you clock in, you get paid $10 for that 1 hour that you work. Like, if you're lucky like me and live in California, you make $10 an hour. Most places it's not that much. And so, but this business is not hourly. This business is residual. So you're sitting here and you're posting and you're growing your audience and you're talking to people and you're following up. And you're doing it again and again and again and again and again and again and again, and then you get paid. And then you do it again and again and again and again and again, and then you get paid. But let me tell you what, the first distributor I ever signed up was at the end of my 2nd month in this business. She's now a diamond leader on my team. I still make money. I'm still making money from her joining my team. She joined my team at the end of October 2015. That is residual income. You never know when one customer, one distributor, one relationship is going to come into your business and is going to pay you for literally years. I'm coming up on 4 years of making money from getting that one person to say yes. Okay. So these are the core 4: posting, growing your audience, reaching out, interacting, follow up and consistency. And then we've got +2. So those are your core 4. Those are like your core 4, like what you're going to do every single day. The +2 are kind of extra things. They're kind of mindset things. But if I have learned one thing over just the last 2-3 months in my business, it's that this business is 80-90% mindset. Mindset, y'all. I'm going to say it one more time. Like, if your mindset is not good, if you do not feel confident, if you are going into your conversations feeling doubtful, if you are going into your conversations feeling negative, I do not care how much of the core 4 you go out and do, your business will not do what you want it to. So my other 2 are personal development, which can be literally from It Works, like training videos, watching leaders, watching Facebook Lives and the team pages. But my other recommendation for personal development is whatever floats your spiritual boat. And what I mean by that is like listening to sermons, Bible verses, meditation, yoga class. I love me some Rachel Hollis. I love me some Jen Sincero, like some good, like pump up, like Tony Robbins, I know gets a lot of people, Les Brown. Like, what can you listen to that's not about this business, but that makes you feel good about your life and makes you feel worthy and empowered? That's what I mean by personal development. And then the last thing is the community and the connection. And that's literally what you're doing right now, being on this Zoom, getting seeing these, how many people are on here? Seeing these 36 faces and understanding that you're not alone. Listening to me talk and understanding that if a 21-year-old with 2 jobs, 3 classes, broke as a joke from a small town can make this work for her, you can make this work for you. Finding that inspiration, finding that community, finding that connection with the other people in this business. So those are your income producing activities, okay? You're gonna post, you're gonna grow your audience, you're gonna reach out, you're gonna follow up, you're gonna do your personal development, you're gonna build that community and connection. And now you're thinking, well, Hope, that all sounds great, but like I've got 77 kids and 4 jobs and this class that's kicking my butt and I've got a 77-page paper due tomorrow. And okay, I get it, you guys, you're busy. Everybody is busy, okay? Everybody has a million things going on. The important part is to tell your time where to go. If you do not tell your time where to go, your time will control you, okay? So this is where the time management part of this Zoom comes into play. You do not need to give this business 8 hours a day. You do not need to give this business 6 hours a day. This business just needs you to take the time that you have and focus. And this is so hard because we work on social media. So it is so easy to be like, all right, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna work my business for 15 minutes. And then you sit down, you open up your Facebook, and next thing you know, you've watched like 7 Ellen videos of her interviewing different celebrities. And you're like, honey, this kid knows all the flags of all the countries. Isn't that cute? And then you're like, crap, I literally didn't do one thing that I sat down to do in my business right now. So that focus, okay, this idea of when you sit down to work your business, you're gonna work your business. Do you know how many people could get so much more done if they were just like, I'm gonna message for 10 minutes? Do you know how many messages you can get out in 10 minutes? Do it. Time yourself. How many messages can you get out in 10 minutes? For me, it's like almost 50 if I'm like going. If I'm like I'm gonna message and I sit down and I go to my Instagram followers and I've got a message ready to go, boom, 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 boom. Dude, I can do 50 messages in 10 minutes. So why are you sitting here letting it stress you out? I don't have any time. Yes, you do. You have 10 minutes. You can wake up 10 minutes earlier. You can take 10 minutes on your lunch break. You can get home and then sit in your car for 10 minutes before you go inside to your crazy ass kids and send some messages. So this is where we're going to talk about some of my best tips for time management. Okay. So number 1, set up your posts in advance. You do not have to make your posts when you make your posts. Okay. So whatever that looks like for you, whether it's you want to set them up the night before, for me, just to give you guys a little insight into like what my schedule looked like when I started this business, I literally had school Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. with like, there were some breaks obviously in between. I like was able to go get lunch and stuff, but I literally went to school all freaking day. Tuesdays I had school in the morning and then work at night. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I worked doubles from 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. or 2, depending on when I got done at the bar. And then Sundays, I worked brunch. So Sundays, I got home at about 2 o'clock, usually, depending on when I got off. So Sunday nights, y'all, that was all I had, okay? That was when I had to do my laundry, I had to do my homework, and it was also when I was setting myself up for success in my business. So what I mean by that is on Sunday nights, I was sitting down and I was collecting my posts for the week. So I was writing, this is when we were posting a lot more than we do now, but I was writing, 10 to 15 life posts and saving them in the notes of my phone. I was going on Pinterest and saving pictures. I was going through my camera roll of the week and I was editing photos so that I would have them just ready to go in my camera roll. So for those of you now, because obviously things have changed a lot, this would be things like make a story, make one story a day for every day that you know you're going to be insanely busy. Write one life post a day for every day you know you're going to be insanely busy. Edit your pictures. Take pictures if you have a little bit of time. This is like my best
piece of advice is like pick one day that you're going to spend 1 hour setting yourself up for success in your business for the rest of the week. And if you're literally listening to me and you're like, Hope, I don't even know if I have an hour, ask somebody for some help, y'all. If you've got like crazy kids, go to your husband and say, I need 1 damn hour. 1 hour. Can you please watch the kids for 1 hour while I get this done? And if he's like, oh, so you can sit on your phone, and yeah, so I can make us some money, okay? Thank you. You know what, you guys get what, like, I'm not trying to be salty. You shouldn't yell at your husband, but like, if you need help, ask for help. Like, if you need that time, like, lock yourself in the back bedroom and say, mommy is not here for 1 hour. Set up your posts, save your pictures, schedule out your week. That's what we're going to talk about next is scheduling out your week. You can do it. I believe in you. It doesn't have to be Sundays either. I was just giving y'all an example. Maybe it's Tuesday nights is the night that your mom-in-law can come over and help you watch the kids so you can get your poop in a scoop. It doesn't matter to me. So much of this Zoom is just me giving you all my personal advice, and then you're going to have to fit it around whatever your crazy life looks like, okay? So set up your posts in advance. Use post pages. I know every single person who's on my team is literally in 2 post pages. Everyone who's like under Jade and everyone else should be in at least 1. We have pages full of pictures, full of captions, full of ideas, full of walkthroughs of how to write your own life posts, full of trainings on how to post. So set yourself up for success. Set up your post in advance. It takes 2 seconds to copy and paste a post from your notes and post it with a picture that's already in your camera roll, okay? Pinterest is one of my faves, but please, for the love of God, do not go on Pinterest and find a bunch of those pictures that already have writing on them. Actually, I'm going to challenge you all. Do not post a single picture that has writing on it. You only write in your captions, okay? If it's on the picture, there's no need to have a caption. But if you're going to say it in your caption, there's no need for you to say it on the picture. It's so easy to be like, this is like so cute. Like, it tells all the prices and like, it's so, no. It's too flashy. You look like a radio ad. I love you all, but please do as I say and not as I did in 2015, okay? So there's plenty of cute pictures on Pinterest. There's plenty of cute pictures in the post ideas page. You don't have to be flashy to get people, you guys. You just have to be personal. So this is the next thing. Set aside that time. 10 to 15 minutes is not a lot of time, but you can also do a lot in 10 to 15 minutes when you're focused. So this is my next piece of advice for time management, okay? So like for me, okay, obviously some of y'all are going to look at my planner and be like, wow, Hope, must be rough to have such a busy life. I had a job for 2.5 years, okay? This is Double Diamond Hope's schedule. So I'm going to pull out my schedule for next week. It's pretty freaking empty, okay? But if I was you, I would sit down with my planner for next week and I would say, okay, Monday, these are the hours I have to work. These are the classes I have to go to. These are the appointments that I have with the kids. Wednesday night, I got to do this. Thursday morning, I got to do that. You go through your planner and you plug in what we call your non-negotiables, okay? You have to go to work, obviously. You have to take care of your kids, obviously. Like, there's certain things that you have to get done, right? My brother is about to get home and my dog's about to go crazy, so it's gonna get a little loud in my house, so just bear with me, okay? So we are, so I would plug in my non-negotiables. Then what you do after the non-negotiables is you plug in the time that you're gonna work your business, even if it's 10 or 15 minutes. Like I said, getting to work 10 minutes early and sitting in the car so that you can put up a post and add some people and send 20 messages and put a few slides in your story. That does not take more than 10 minutes, you guys. And if you can schedule in that time in your planner, you're setting yourself up for success. You're not getting until 9 p.m. on a Tuesday and then saying, wow, I suck. I haven't done anything for my business all day long. Might as well just not do anything today. Might as well just not do anything tomorrow. Like that's the cycle that you get yourself into because you're not giving yourself enough grace, and you're not telling your time where to go. So your time is your schedule is controlling you. You're not controlling your schedule. So once again, you guys, this looks different for everybody, okay? No matter what your schedule looks like, plugging in those times, you know that you are gonna go work your business from this time to this time on Tuesday, from this time to this time on Wednesday. It's gonna make a huge difference. It's gonna make a huge difference in your business. Scrolling, sharing, and watching videos is not income producing activity. And believe you me, I love me some cat videos. I love me some funny memes, okay? I love them. That's like part of my favorite things on the internet, but it's not making you money, okay? Scrolling through your Facebook aimlessly is not making you money. Sharing things on Facebook is actually stopping you from making money, because the more you share other people's content, the less your content, when you post it, is going to be seen by the people in your news feed. So this is like a good like activity. Like if you go look at my Facebook, you can find me on Facebook under Hope Weston. I think I've shared like 2 things in the last week, and one of like maybe 2 things in the last week. And I used to share stuff all the time. If you see something that you love, you think is super funny or super inspirational, save it and post it yourself. You can give credit where credit's due if you want to. I usually don't. I usually just take it because it's the internet, and like I'm not saying this is mine, I made this, and if somebody yelled at me about it, I'd be like, no dude, I found it on Facebook, what? But I make it my own. If I see something funny or an inspirational quote or something I want to share, I literally save it to my phone and I post it myself. Because then what happens is other people share it, and other people comment on it, and other people tag themselves on my posts. I literally had an inspirational quote that I posted like 3 or 4 months ago. It literally like went viral. It had like 25,000 shares or something on it. And it was just something I had found on Pinterest and posted myself. And I was getting friend requests and stuff from that. So make sure that you're being authentic, and make sure you're just using your time wisely. Like, I think that's the biggest thing about all of this is like, no matter how busy you are, no matter how crazy you feel like your life is, like there is moments in every single day that you are just you're not using it to do, like maybe you're brand new, so this is all new information for you, and now you're never going to do it again. But for those of us who are vets, like those of us who've been doing it for a while, sometimes it's just because it's hard. Like you want to just scroll on Facebook. You don't want to have to be doing income producing activities. But then when your, prelims show up on the 8th and you like hate what your paycheck looks like, it's probably all those cat videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't get paid for the work that you don't do in this business. And that's just the truth. So now we're going to talk a little bit more about organization. So I know that I've already talked to you guys about a planner. A lot of people ask me what kind of planner I have. I have a Bando planner, Bando. I've had Erin Condren. I've had Blue Sky. But to be honest with you, it does not matter. Find one that you like, that feels good to you, that has enough room for you to write in it. When I had a crazy busy schedule, I had one of those planners that literally had like the hours from like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., like all the way up to 9 p.m. That way I could literally map out my day. Now that I stay at home as a full-time rap girl, soon to be stay-at-home mom, I don't have one of those planners. I literally just have like one space for every day, but that works for me. So you just need to find whatever kind of planner is going to be the most useful for you in your life. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can literally use a notebook and just write out your week every week. Like it doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to work for you personally. I also have notebooks. This is like literally one of my personal, oh my God, my dog is so loud. Sorry. This is one of my personal favorites. It's literally just a pink legal pad. Okay. And I love it because it has tear pages at the top. And I just use it for my notes. I use it for writing down people who may post a post for me. There's so many different ways to organize. I know people who keep 2 lists, one for every potential loyal customer, one for every potential distributor, one for every post that gets put up for them. I know people who If you're like me, I just write down all the names of all the people that I talk to on the day that I talk to them for the first time, so that when I go to do my follow-ups, all I have to do is open up my planner and work my way backwards until I followed up with everybody. I also do a lot of organizing stuff in my phone. I have an iPhone. I don't know anything about Android apps. Please don't ask me. I'm sorry. But I use my contacts a lot. I save everyone who I'm talking to with their name, and then either PLC for potential loyal customer or PDT for potential distributor. That way, when I'm going back through my phone, my texts on my phone, it's easy for me to follow up. All I have to do is search PLC and like all my potential customers pop up. You can also use the Connect app. The Connect app is for iPhone and Android. It's literally our It Works Connect app. There's a great feature in there that lets you put your contacts in there and sort them into lists. As far as I know, there's no way to connect Instagram contacts, but you can do Facebook and phone contacts in there. Connect is also how I stay organized with all of my customers and distributors, because eSuite automatically imports all of your customers and distributors into Connect when they sign. So that's how I stay on top of following up with my customers and things. I'm gonna say it one more time. Whatever floats your boat, you guys. Some people thrive on organized chaos. That's kind of more my thing. I know Jill, who's a diamond on our team, is like so type A. She has like 17 notebooks and like does bullet journaling, and like everything looks perfect. And I'm jealous because I wish I could do that, but like that's what works for her. So you have to find what works for you. The important part is to stay organized. So however you want to sort your potentials, however you want to sort your planner, whatever kind of planner you want to use it. Use it. Don't sit down on a Sunday and plan out your week and schedule out all this stuff and then don't look at your planner again until the next Sunday. That doesn't do you any good. That doesn't do you any help. So telling your time where to go only works if you then follow where you have told your time to go, if that makes sense. So the last thing that I want to talk about on this Zoom, you guys, is just this idea of just like daily tasks. So you know that you want to make money. You know that you're going to make money by talking to people. You know that you need to do these core 4. You know you need to post. You know you need to grow your audience. You need to reach out. You need to follow up. You're going to be, setting up your posts in advance, setting aside time, not doing the things that are distracting, that are not income producing activities. So what a lot of people now struggle with is this idea that success is not this point that you get to. Success is not a rank. Success is a habit. Success is literally, it's like a verb. Success is a verb. It's what you do on a daily basis. Okay. So what you need to do is get yourself a daily list, a daily task list, a daily checklist, whatever that looks like for you. For me, I know I've probably got a lot more like messages and goals and things to do on my daily checklist than you guys probably will, especially if you're just starting out. But I wanted to give you guys an example of a daily task list so that you can set one for yourself. And then I want you to have the self-confidence and the mindset of, I'm going to do my daily checklist every single day. But if I'm not seeing the kinds of results that I want in my business, I'm going to add more to it. Okay? So you're going to make yourself a good list of like, here's all the things I want to do on a daily basis. But if we get to 2 weeks from now and you haven't signed any customers and you don't have any new potential, like very many new potentials, and you're still feeling bad about your business, you probably need to up your minimums. And that's how I want you to think about this daily list. This list is a minimum amount of work that you're going to put into your business on a daily basis. It's just like I said a few minutes ago, you can't get paid on the work that you don't do. Okay, so those of you who have jobs, those of you who work, you know how hard you have to work to make a full-time income, right? You know how hard you have to work to make like $1,200 a month. Why would that be different in this business? You can work smarter in this business. You don't have to go to work 8 hours a day like you do in this business, but you do have to put in the work. Nobody goes diamond by accident, you guys. Nobody makes a full-time income with this business by accident. So here's an example of a list of daily tasks. Post a life post. Add 5 to 10 slides in your Instagram story and your Facebook story. Add 100 people on Instagram. Add 50 people on Facebook. Get up at least 5 host-a-posts. Do all of your follow-ups from yesterday. I can go over this again, y'all, if you need me to. And you're going to make your own anyways, so don't panic. Getting up at least 5 host-a-posts, doing your follow-ups from yesterday, or anyone who's written down in your planner to follow up with today. Watch 1 video in whatever team page that you're in. Pray or do your affirmations or journal or whatever active kind of personal development stuff you want to do. That's my whole, guys, that's like my whole list. That's like my personal whole list. I'm going to make 1 life post. I'm going to add at least 5 to 10 slides to my story. I'm going to add at least 100 people on Instagram, at least 50 people on Facebook, get up 5 host-a-posts, do my follow-ups from yesterday, or if it's Friday or the weekend, then I'm going back through and doing more follow-ups, watching at least 1 video, and then I'm journaling and I'm doing my affirmations and I'm saying my prayers. And that's like daily, like what I'm trying to do. I also message. I don't really put a limit on myself on that because I'm just going to send as many messages as it takes to get up 5 host-a-posts. I do also message on Instagram. It kind of just depends on my day and once again the kind of results that I'm getting from host-a-posts. Like if I get up my 5 host-a-posts, but like I'm not really getting as many, like I'm not really having as many conversations as I would like to have, then I am messaging more on Instagram just to get those conversations going. But again, like this is a list that you need to make for yourself. So you need to decide what these daily minimums are going to be for you, and then you need to do them. And I know it sounds so simple, like, and then I just need, okay, Hope, then I just need to do them. But you do. You need to find 5 or 10 minutes. You need to set yourself up for success. You need to prioritize these income producing activities. And then, and this is like almost the most important piece, like when you create this daily task list for yourself and you're doing it every single day, you can start basing how you feel about your business. If you feel discouraged or if you feel excited, if you feel like it's going good or you feel like it's going bad, you are in control of this daily list. You are not in control of when someone decides to buy from you. You are not in control of when someone decides to join your team. But you are in control of your core 4 plus 2 more, and you're in control of your daily checklist. I don't know why my dog is doing this right now. Biggie, settle down. So all of a sudden your success is in your hands, is what I'm trying to say. All of a sudden you can feel good and excited and passionate and like your business is going great because you checked off all your boxes for the day. Not about signing a customer, not about signing a distributor, not about this or that. Did you do all the things you were supposed to do today? Good. That's good. That's success. You're going to do it again tomorrow. You're going to do it again the next day. You're going to do it again the next day. And what I tell people, and they literally don't believe me, is if you pull out a daily list and you're always reassessing and you're figuring out, okay, I need to send more messages, or I need to post, more slides in my story. I need to add more people on Facebook and Instagram. If you do your daily task list and you stay committed to it for 60 days, I'm talking right now until mid-July. Holy crap, I will be almost having my son. That is insane. From right now until mid-July, your business will look 100% different and you will be getting incredible results. I'm serious. I see way too many people get consistent for like a week and a half. You literally give it like 10 days and then you're like, I'm just not, nobody's signing up and I'm working so hard and I'm doing my daily tasks. Keep going. Keep going. What do you think happens if you keep going? There's no way for this business to not work for you when you keep going. The only way that you fail at this business is when you quit. The only way you fail at this business is when you stop. And every time you stop, every time you let your why become your excuse, you disqualify yourself. Not a single person, me or anyone else's upline, whoever got you started, whoever's team you on, none of us are ever going to go to you and say, you're not good enough to do this. You have to stop. You are the only person who is going to say that to yourself. So do not disqualify yourself. Do not stop before you even get the ball rolling. It has been almost 4 years of this business, you guys, and I will not sit here and pretend that I have been perfect every day, but I have shown up every day. And that is why I'm about to break 5 figures this month and bring in a $25,000 bonus. It's not because yesterday I worked super, super hard. It's because every single day I have shown up to the best of my abilities. And some days I have worked super hard, y'all. Some days I have literally sent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages. Some days I've sent none. But I have always shown up for my business. I have always been available to my team. And I have never let the reasons why I need this business to work for me stop me from doing what I need to do in this business. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope this gave you guys some really clear, cut and dry, like here's what you need to go out and do if you want to make money with your business. If you guys have questions, drop them in the chat right now. I'll give us a couple minutes. If you're on my team and you have questions, obviously my inbox is open. This was recorded, so you guys can go back and watch anytime. Just like I've been saying, you guys, every single piece of that like core 4 and time management and all of that, like there's like 7 more Zooms just specifically about that you can go find in the team pages or on YouTube. But at the end of the day, you need to understand that you are the captain of your ship. You are the one that controls your business. You are the one that controls your success. And so many people are so caught up in this idea of like, well, I need other people to help me. Like I need other people to like sign up, Hope, so it's not in my control, but it is. There's so many people in the world and you decide how many people you talk to. Alyssa, host a post is when you have someone make a post for you. I know you're not on Facebook. It's a really big thing that we do on Facebook. You can do it on Instagram, but I find it way easier to do it on Facebook. And also there's like a million trainings on host a post. If you like, just search it on YouTube. You guys are welcome. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you for being here tonight. Next Thursday will be the same dealio. We will get on here. We will share some advice with you all. I super appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.